Hello, first grade. How are you? This is Mr. B, and the purpose of this video is to just walk you through page 107 in the practice book, which we're going to use to practice possessive pronouns, and then to give you directions for how to complete page 102. All right, so in the videos that I hope you watched and in the explanation in the lesson plan for today, I explained what a possessive pronoun is. Possessive pronouns replace nouns that show possession or ownership, and that means they replace nouns that show that you own something or that you are responsible for something. Okay, sorry about my fingers there. So on page 107, we have some examples of some possessive pronouns. Mine, yours, his, hers, right? So those are possessive pronouns. There are others as well. So if you say, that is my toy, my is the possessive pronoun, and it tells that the toy belongs to you. Okay, and we use these pronouns to be able to use different words when we're writing, so that our writing doesn't sound and our speaking doesn't sound boring or difficult. It makes it a lot easier to talk and to write when you can use different words to mean the same thing. All right, so to practice on page 107, we're going to start by writing your name and number at the top, so please do that. And as always, if you need to pause the video to follow along, please do that. All right, so on page 107, the directions are to write the correct pronoun to finish each sentence. So you have to write, so circle write. Number one, this mitt is blank. This mitt is your, or this mitt is yours. So those are both possessive pronouns, but if the pronoun is at the end of the sentence, then you would say yours. If it's not, like you could say this, if the sentence was this is your mitt, then your would go before mitt. So you'd use your if it was before the thing that you own. You know, a mitt is like a baseball glove or a softball glove. But since it's at the end of the sentence, then you'd use yours. This mitt is yours. So please write yours nicely and neatly. None of those letters should go above the dotted line. Okay. The bat is blank. Okay, so the bat is he or the bat is his. All right. Well, he doesn't sound right, and it doesn't make sense. He is not a possessive pronoun. It's just a normal pronoun. So the bat is his. It tells that the bat belongs to him. So his goes here. Oops. Okay. Number three. The treat is blank. The treat is you, or the treat is yours. Again, you is not a possessive pronoun. It's just a normal pronoun. Yours says that the treat belongs to you. And so if we're at the end of the sentence, you add the S. Otherwise, if we're saying this, if the sentence was this is blank treat, then it would be this is your treat without the S. I'm just letting you know that if it's at the end of the sentence, you have to put an S on it for the possessive pronoun. The good news is you probably already figured this out, because it just doesn't sound, you're just picking the answer that sounds right. I'm trying to tell you why it's right. It's good to know why things are the way they are. This house is blank. This house is my, or this house is mine. I'm guessing that mine sounds better to you. This is why the correct answer is mine. My would go in front of house. So if you want to say this is my house, you could do that to tell that the house belongs to you. But if you're going to put the pronoun at the end, then it has to be mine. The house is mine. Again, I bet you knew the answer. I'm just telling you why it's the right answer, because it's at the end of the sentence. That dog is blank. That dog is hers, or that dog is her. Right? If the sentence was that is blank dog, then her would go in front of dog. That is her dog. But the blank is here. The word's going at the end, so it's that dog is hers. Okay? Makes sense, hopefully? These are all pronouns that replace nouns that show that somebody owns something. All right. So now please turn to page 102, and we'll go through the directions for completing that page. Of course, the first step is always to write your name and number. The second step is to read the title using my, your, his, and her possessive pronouns. That's what this is all about. It's all about using my, your, his, and her. Directions: write the correct pronoun to finish each sentence. So circle right. That's what we're going to do. Okay? So we always do number one together. Number one, can you read it with me? I hug blank dog Mags. Mags, look at that capital letter. That must be her name. I hug blank dog Mags. Would you say I hug me dog Mags, or I hug my dog Mags? Right? Me is not a possessive pronoun. Me is just a normal pronoun, but my shows that the dog belongs to me, so you would write my. Okay? So your job for 2, 3, 4, and 5 is to follow the same process. Read the sentence with the blank, figure out which pronoun shows the possession and sounds right and makes sense. When you're done, when you think you're done, go back and check. Make sure you answered every question. Review your answers to make sure they make sense. And then please ask somebody from home to send me a picture only of page 102. All right. Very good. First grade. As they say in Norway and in Norwegian, tak skal du ha. Tak skal du ha. So you got to say it 28 times to remember. Tak skal du ha. All right. Tak skal du ha.